Hi everyone, what's up? I like to play with electronics and I'm from electrical background as well, and I'm sure that you must had a box where you used to keep your toys and other playthings as a kid. Even I have that now, but for electronics, which I'm going to show you now. We just moved to another place few months back and the box was sealed and I never opened that box thereafter. So let's open the box and see what all I have. So let's get started. I know this is kind of mess more than electronics that I have in front of me, but trust me, there are very interesting things that are in front of me. So let's go one by one, starting with this box. So first thing first, let's start with integrated circuits. So there are number of AND gate, NAND gates, NOR gates that I have along with timers. So for the beginners, these are the integrated circuits which perform specific operations. So they all have predefined operations which are very helpful and they can be considered as the brain of a particular circuit. So this is how it looks. It will have many terminals and depending on the pin configurations you will have to connect accordingly. And these are the capacitors. They are basically storage devices which is used to store charges and nothing much about them. Next I have these LEDs, and most commonly I have two terminal LEDs, which means a single colored LED, but if you can see here, this is RGB LED, which means it has four terminals, one for ground and other for RGB respectively. Depending on how much voltage you provide at each terminal, it gives combination of RGB lights. Like each terminal will have values varying from 0 to 255. Next I have 7-segment display. I'm sure you might have seen this anywhere in railway stations, bus stops and digital weighing machines. So this has 7 LEDs, hence it is called 7-segment display, and depending on the light which you want to switch on, you can give power to the respective terminal. Moving on, I have these buzzers which make some kind of noise of particular frequency when powered up. They can be used as indicator, like for alarms and all. Moving on, we have a transistor. This device created a revolution in electronic industry and it can act as amplifier, switch. So it is one of the fundamental component in electronics. So let's not go deeper into it. There are other kind of transistor also available, like the cap type transistor which you are seeing right now. Yes, I have lots of resistors. So for the beginners, resistors are the device which are used to limit the value of current, and you might have heard of current and voltage in your daily life and you come across them. And yeah, so these are the devices which are used to limit the current. They have different value of ohms and you can identify them just by using color codes, which even I don't remember now. So these are the transistor codes. These are the stepper motors. So they are kind of motors, but they have degree of rotation. So you can see the sound which you can listen to it now. So this is the sound that is being made by gears. So we can program it to the amount of degree that it has to rotate and also the speed. These are powered by gears and hence they have a lot of torque in them. They can be used as a aeroplane wings or flaps when it comes to remote control projects. Now the important component comes, which are sensors and microprocessors. You see this guy? This is PIR sensors, which means proximity infrared sensor. It usually used to detect the presence of hot bodies, particularly human bodies. If I open this, it has this sensor which emits IR radiations, and if there is any hot bodies, it detects it and gives the output. Basically it is used for the projects which involve safety. This is ultrasonic sensor. The main function of this sensor is not only to detect the presence of obstacle in front of it and also to measure the distance at which the obstacle is present in front of it. It has transmitter and receiver. The main principle is it sends ultrasonic signal and receives back, and if there is obstacle is present, it calculates the time interval between the sending and receiving the signal and divide it by 2, which basically gives the distance of the obstacle from the sensor. Moving on, this is a sensor which is used to calculate humidity of a soil. Basically what you have to do is you have to insert this strip inside the soil for which the humidity is tested, and using few Arduino programming you can get the value or the real-time value of the humidity for the given soil. A temperature sensor, a DC motor. I think you don't need introduction for this. We all have played with it during our childhood. So let's go to next one. This is the 16 segment display. As you can know, this has 16 segments and it can be used as display devices for various projects. For example, it can be used as calculator or it can be used to play games. I had made a video when I used this to play games. You can see in the iCard, which I will link down below. So let's guess what it is, and I'm sure you must have seen, but in large scale. This is the small scale of what you have seen. So just comment down what it is. Let's see. This is the color sensor. Depending on the light that falls on it, it calculates the wavelength and gives the output for the light, which means it basically gives the values of R, G, B present in the incident light. The small motors which you are seeing here is very powerful motors, and it has RPM up to 50 to 60,000. So it can be used as an engine for RC aeroplanes. Now one of the most important device, or you can call it as CPU, is Raspberry Pi 3B Plus, which I bought around 2 years back. This is how it looks like. This is basically CPU. You can call it as computer. You can connect it to keyboard, mouse and a display and install Raspberry OS, which is a recommended Raspberry operating system, and run it. It has 1 GB of RAM, so a daily tasks can be done by using this CPU. I've also made video on Raspberry Pi 3B Plus. You can just look at the I button, or I'll mention in the description below. And this is the voice recognition module. Yeah, that's a lot of things that I had in this box, and I guess you got to know about many new electronic devices that you are not aware of, and also I need to arrange them up and keep them sorted. So that's all for this video. I hope you liked this video. Please do subscribe if you found it useful. So meet you in the next one.